Greetings, ladies, gents, oddies, and all the in-betweens. My recording apparently is bad. So, to two people who actually have seen this is me doing this again. So, one of the things that happened this week with my random stuff that's been going on, I installed a light for the person that I rent from. And because I installed a light, I had to cut my computer. I had to cut the entire house off 3 times to make sure the light worked, everything was happening. So, all of my programs in my computer are trying to go all at once. So, it's probably why my video didn't work. So, let me try to explain everything again. Okay. Last week, I wasn't in a good mental state. The day before March 8th, I had a lot of stuff going on between work and things being figured out, so I didn't really have a lot to do. A lot to say. I was working a lot last week, so along with me going through mental things, I honestly thought the things that I did in that week, I did last week, because thanks to who quit our job, my time at the store has greatly increased. So I've had things semi-running together. So there's some stuff I did last week that I didn't mention. I said I'd bring it up this week, so I will. I got a new watch battery. I got a new watch. This is made by Heyday. It's made by Heyday. It's a super cool thing because it comes off on this little tiny thing and it locks into a little housing and comes off. There's that. Super lucky watch band. My previous watch band was supposed to be a little bit cool, a little bit made of fabric, but it was starting to stretch and I didn't like that at all. So I got a new watch band. I got this watch band from Target because Heyday is made by Target, by the way. I don't know, it's important. But I got Target. The reason why I got this watch band is because I really want a watch band. But I mostly got it because I went to Target to get this. This is The World Ends With You Final Remix, which is a port of the mobile version, I believe. I actually played this game and beat it on emulator on the mobile version, but I've actually never beaten it on the DS version. My good friend Phoenix let me borrow the game, and with the help of Shepard, who let me borrow her copy, her DSiXL, I was able to actually play the game. I didn't beat it because I had to give the DSi back, but I did play. I got pretty far in it, but I haven't beaten the game in forever. I have it now for my Switch because it's super hard to find. This is a good example of a thing that I buy on impulse. So I say impulse because I bought it suddenly. I saw it one day. I was out with Grell at Target, and I just kind of needed to pick it up because I felt if I didn't go back for it, I wouldn't be able to get it. I got paid, Target picked it up, because this is super hard to find. It's delisted on GameStop, so I can't get it on GameStop. And I just need to have it because I really wanted it. So, random things. I have this game now. Happy about it. Now, my tattoo. I got my tattoo, and it's a little bit of a journey for it. So I'll explain. Sorry, I've done all this before, so give me a second. This is my original sketch made by my good friend Plenier. She's a real artist. She actually does things. Actually has amazing talent to do things. It took her about 8 months to make this whole thing. I kept changing my mind about how I wanted it to go, what it would look like, how things would go, and I explained to her I wanted all of this stuff on a coffin, and she over time transformed it from being just free roaming and floating. She put it on a coffin lid. She experimented with a bunch of different letterings for it, with the different versions of the Raven, how the ink blot wanted, how the words would figure out. And it took her basically like 8 months to get to this point. It took her maybe like 3 days to do this part, because this part was super simple for her to actually figure out. And that is like the base sketch that I gave to my tattoo artist. I want to say back in October, September, because I was going to get it around Halloween. That's my original date for this. Yeah, the tattoo's been long, because I got it in. I went there sometime in October, and I could have gotten it at the end of the month. I couldn't get it. I couldn't afford it at the end of the month, so it got moved to December. I couldn't pay it in December, and I got moved to January. Now we're turning to March. Now I have it. So this is where it started. This is the concept art that my tattoo artist drew me after he actually took a look at my sketch. I actually had some time, because I went to go get my tattoo with all my changing things and not saying stuff. He basically had to do all of this the day that I came in. So I spent like the first 45 minutes to an hour of my tattoo playing Bravely Default 2 on my Switch. Sorry, this is funny to me because I did all this thing, so I'm kind of curious to know if this will be shorter overall. But yeah, I did all this stuff. He took this concept art. He went from these 2 pages to this thing. And I think that actually worked out pretty well. He put all that together, and this was my contact thingy. So this is what it looks like on paper, essentially. Look at it. And this is my tattoo. Like, I think it's pretty close, actually, from there. My arm now says, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall I be lifted evermore. Those are the last lines from the Raven. One of the first stories that I ever read by myself. One of the first books that I ever read by myself that was really thick. So it's important to me. But that has a lot of things in it. But this is my tattoo. I have a skeleton hand coming out. I have an iPod Touch, which is like the first iPod that I actually owned. Actually was a iPod. No, I actually found an iPod. No, this is a Nano. I had an iPod Touch originally. That's an arm. That is the Raven. This is the quill. This is my whole arm. I got this on Monday. I'm actually super happy with it. It didn't hurt. This is a good question a lot of people ask people about tattoos. I've learned. It didn't hurt. I was diabetic for about 2 years, and during that time period of me being diabetic, I got my first week of being diabetic. I ended up in the hospital because of it, and it resulted in nurses poking me vigorously multiple times looking for veins. An annoying experience that I'm not fully over being okay with. Whole thing, bad experience. But I now have a tolerance to people poking me in the arm. Because not only was that a thing that happened when I got my diabetes, I also had to prick my finger before and after every single meal, which is about 3 to 4 times every single day, and before I went to bed and before I woke up, plus having to put insulin into my leg every night before going to sleep. So, small pinpricks of pain, kind of used to them. So, my tattoo didn't hurt. I got it Monday, and actually, because of me taking care of it and washing every day, it's actually starting to peel. So, like, the annoying part of it being itchy is coming, but pretty soon that won't be a thing. Almost there. So yeah, that's my tattoo. Hopefully in this second video thing that I'm doing currently, it's better. But that is my tattoo. Now pardon me. If I ever do a video, like, I think I have to do different stuff for my end of the year video. I'm not 100% sure how my editing is going on that. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just really, really. Why did my phone do that? It's been really, but sorry, it's been really, really weird getting all that done. So I haven't been working on that because I've been working straight. Oh yeah. I got my tattoo on Monday. I had Tuesday off. From Wednesday until today, I've worked open and close every single day. I am, I won't say tired. Like, I'm an insomniac, so, like, tired isn't really the word. I'm just like, I'm not exhausted yet, but I do feel fatigued from open to closes with everything going on. So, that's one of the things I've been dealing with up until today. No, that. There's that. I also got my Harley Quinn pop. This is the third. This is the third of my Imperial Palace pops. I'm annoyed by this. These were released already. And I understand that in Texas there was a snowstorm. No one saw it coming. I'm not gonna get into that. I felt it's a weird thing with Texas. But I bought a Quinn pop. I went to GameStop literally the day after getting the day of my tattoo. My boss called me, let me know my pop came to get it. I'm super concerned that I don't have my Robin yet because Robin is out in the world. There are chase pops for Robin because I pre-ordered all four. The Imperial Palace was Joker, Batman, Harley Quinn. Batman, Robin. So I have all of those, but like I don't have Robin yet. And I don't know if I'll be able to get the Chase Pop because they're super expensive already because they already came out. And some people have gotten their pops. I haven't got my Robin Pop. And at this point, I don't even know if I even want a Chase Pop. I just want my pop to complete the set that I have. I have Alice in Wonderland pops coming out soon. I also pre-ordered a My Chemical Romance music pop. Don't know where that is either. I pre-ordered these things. I want them. I don't have them, and I'm worried and concerned about it because I like getting my pops and showing them off. But going back to my week, I have my tattoo now. On the other side of that, I no longer have an industrial bar. I was getting into my car randomly one day because unfortunately I can't casually get in my car anymore because somehow with how my key is programmed, it thinks that I'm breaking into my car every time I get into it. So 8:30, 8:45, middle of night, next to a Walmart in Camden. It's not the best time to have your car go off. I'm not trying to have like a police officer bug me or make my life a little more interesting or someone trying to think I'm stealing the car that I paid for. So I try to get into my car. Unfortunately, I try to get into my car and trying to get into my car, my door handle kind of got snagged onto my face mask. I usually don't wear a face mask when I leave work. I was wearing one that day because I was trying to get food. When I was wearing my face mask, it kind of got snagged what I was doing. And like it got snagged really quickly because it got snagged about right here and kept going forward. And it clipped onto my earring. It hurt a lot. Now, I didn't think much about it. It's gotten snagged before. I've gotten used to wearing a mask. But like, yes, it got super snagged and it hurt. And I realized when I got home the next day that like my ear super hurt it, and then it hurt a lot. And when I looked at a mirror, I realized that my ear was trying to come out. I like tried to turn it, and like I felt it like leaving my ear. Concerned about that, I band-aided it and went to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, it split. my earring fell out of my hole down to my thing, and I just kind of taped it up. Went to work. Girl came in that day. She saw how bad my ear was. Told me to take it out and heal. So now my industrial bar is gone. Annoyed about that a little bit. Like, it's not the fact that like it got caught or the fact that it got caught on my mask. That's why my industrial bar is split. It's more the fact that like if I didn't have a face mask to begin with, this wouldn't have been a problem because like if my door hit me, it would have hit me in the face. Take this how you take it how you will. I've gotten hit for a lot of different things. I have like 4 or 5 cuts on the top of my head from me running into stuff. I run into crap all the time, so me getting hit with something, even a car door, would have hurt, but I would have gotten over it. The fact that like something so simple calls something traumatic personally bothers me because it's not about the fact I'm going to pay $80. I truly don't care about that. Say $8, I'll save up for it, I'll get it again. I care about it because I got an industrial bar. I got it before my birthday last year, so I haven't had it 2 years yet. It has to be my favorite piercing. It's the one piercing that I've gotten that I've had no issues with. These 2 holes that I have here trying to close up and it's super hard to find when I don't put earrings on them. I used to have 2 earrings on this side. Both these holes closed up. I got 2 caps on the outside. I got 2 on the inside. I got pierced go to 4 or 5 times. Nothing took. So my industrial bar was one of the hardest to sleep on, but it happened to be my easiest thing that I've gotten put into my body. But the fact that it's gone is annoying to me because that means that I'm going to have to wait until some time period ends. I'm going to have to find a different orientation, and then I'm going to have to get a new piercing somehow in my ear and new orientation to go in my ear. And I'm not looking forward to that or the twice a day salt treatments or the tenderly sleeping on one side of my body. Not looking forward to any of that. But it is what it is. It's going to heal, it's going to close back up, and I'll get a hole at some point later. I'm just, at this moment, it's been not a week removed from it, so it's still something that annoys me. Like I still feel it itching, trying to heal and close back up. Like you can kind of see where it is. It's super annoying, but it's split right there, and I hate that I lost my earring. I actually have the bar. I got new bars recently. Like Grell got me bars in February because it started coming out. Oh, sorry. My industrial bar not being my head anymore, slightly annoying. But I have a tattoo, so it kind of evens out. I worked for a week straight. I'm a little stressed. Who knows? I'm just not happy that my industrial bar isn't in my ear anymore. So the last big thing that happened, because I have my thing. On the day of my tattoo, March 8th, happened to come into contact with my boss. She called me, and she got me something super cool. I have a DualSense controller, which is for the PS4. Sorry, the PS5. You may question why I have a PS5 controller. But that's because I am the random... Oh god, it's heavy. I am the random owner of a PlayStation 5. It's a used PlayStation 5. I have a warranty for it. But I am the owner of a PlayStation 5. Now, before you freak out and say, you have a PS5, I honestly don't have an opinion on it. I personally have every console. Technically now I have every console. I have a PS5, I have an Xbox Series X, I have an Xbox One X. I have a Switch. Oh, crap, my Switch. Yeah, I have a Switch. But, like, I don't really have an opinion on it. The only thing I can truly say about the PS5 at this particular moment is that there's nothing to play on it. I haven't opened this yet. I haven't actually plugged it in. But Grell's a PS5, and I played Demon Souls on PS5 because I have Demon Souls. I already have that for the PS5, so I want to play that. Outside of Demon Souls and the ports that I already have, there's nothing that I'm super interested in playing. Because I have a PS5, I'm going to go out and get the Ultimate Edition of Spider-Man Miles Morales with the Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition so I can finally play Spider-Man. And maybe I'll pick up Final Fantasy VII now that I have a PS5. I get the free upgrade for it. Now maybe I'll pick up that. But I think for a $500 console, well, this is $100. This was like $480, I believe. Yeah, it's $480. This console is $480 for a used one. Don't think that I spent with anyone or anything. I got lucky. My boss literally knew I wanted a PS5. One became available somewhere in the ether, and she asked me if I wanted it. I told her yes. I came up with money the exact same day, paid for it, and now I have a PlayStation 5. Before you ask, I do it at GameStop. I don't know when PS5s are going to come available. I don't know if there were any more PS5 lurking out in the ether. My boss told me about this one. I paid for it immediately. I now own a PS5. I don't have any games. I have Demon Souls on it. I'm not plugging it up until I get my new TV. There is no opinion. There is no thing. I will not sell it to you. I don't know. Besides that, that's my week. I don't know what my next week will hold. There's a lot of working in it and stuff. I was semi left alone with my store for the last 5 days. My boss went on vacation, and I hope that I did better than everything that I did. I tried to run my store efficiently. I tried to be a good person and tried to have that sales goal stuff reached. I don't know. What I do know is I spent half this week super tired, hungry, and scraping by with everything. And now that I've gotten through it, I'm just here. My next week could be anything. Something good, something bad could happen. Everything balances out. But that was my week. Oh, crap, forgot. My Switch has to be replaced, I found out. Because in my playing of Bravely Default, all of my annoyances during Hollow Knight, all of my playing of Demon Cells, my running around in circles trying to figure stuff out in Fire Emblem Three Houses, I've officially... oh god. I've officially gotten stick drift. And because I have gotten stick drift, I need to replace my entire Switch. It may sound stupid, but I really like my Animal Crossing Switch, even if I'm not putting Animal Crossing on at the moment. It's a special edition. It's a special edition Switch, and I just like how my Switch is. It's been a week. I switched as Joy-Con drift. I got a tattoo. I got a PS5. I no longer have an industrial bar. I got a super rare game that I couldn't find from before. I got 3 of 4 my Imperial Palace pops. I've experienced pop annoyance with my other pops that have not come out yet. I worked 5 days straight, open to close, so I worked 4 days, 11 to 8:30. And 1 day, today, 11 to 6. I've dealt with sales. I've done a lot of things. And the only thing I can say about all that together is that it's spring forward. Throughout this entire year, epidemic, because it's been a year since the pandemic, and it's been 2 days short of me making these videos for a year. I started making videos last year on March 16th, and I'm doing this video on March 14th. So I am going into another year of making videos next week. Because of that, I am going to legitimately try to do better. I have this bizarre plan to get some better stuff. Like my quality of my video today, being a good example, is only as good as my computer allows it to do. I'm using Photo Booth, so if I have things running in the background or things trying to run in the background, which unfortunately with my iMac cutting off 3 times, with me doing that light, I literally did not have any control over my computer shutting off all those times, which has affected my quality of my video. So I'm going to try to do better and do like some smarter things. Like I'm going to possibly get a ring light, because we have a really weird vlogging ring light thing at my store that I can get. And I've, for a long period of time, wanted a point-and-shoot camera. So I'm just going to be smart and get a point-and-shoot camera. And I'm going to get a nice Canon point-and-shoot camera with a good lens on it. And I'm going to record my videos once I have the camera going forward from that to possibly give a like 480 or 720 video quality for these videos, and possibly from there I'll branch out to better things like using a mic and doing videos differently. Because like I have this cool mic, I've used it once. I used this blue mic which was given to me by Grell years ago when I really want to try to start doing YouTube, when my good friend Shepard was still at home making YouTube videos, playing Mass Effect, and we played Song of the Deep to completion over the course of a week together. But I only really used that mic then. I think I used it a few times for our Let's Watches, but I haven't done anything with it since then. So I actually want to use this mic or get a mic that I'll use more and do things with it, because I feel that it's an injustice that I was given this mic and I don't use it for anything. And as someone who actually cares about quality and videos and everything like that, I see the graininess that comes out of this camera, and I can't do anything about it, but I want to improve that, and I'm going to try to keep improving my channel and doing different stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but you know, I have a little tiny scream for help, and I'm trying to do better. The other thing that happened last week and this week is that I really got into a band. I got into this band called Armiette. I can't spell it. I can spell it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Amarionnette. I assume it's called Armiette. I really like this band. I fell in love with it. I was listening to random music, and I found this song called Say It With Your Chest. It has to be like one of my favorite songs I've gotten to recently over iTunes. I've loved it. I downloaded the entire album, and then I listened to this other song called Screaming is Serious Business Part 2. Listened to the whole album, loved the entire album. I was like, well, this CD is from 2015. Let me listen to their new stuff. Their new stuff's good. Like this band, really got into it. On top of that, fucking A Day to Remember released You're Welcome. So now I have that complete album. And that's been insane. On top of all that, I have other random stuff, like the fact that fact that pretty soon some cool stuff that I really want is coming out. So I found out that Sonomat and the World Eaters is getting ported to the Switch, which is something that I didn't think would ever happen because of the content that's in Sonomat and the World Eaters. But I'm getting the complete version to the Switch. I'm gonna pre-order that. Sega Vizcaya, I call it Sega 6. Defy Destiny is coming out. Has a hard release date, and two characters from Deathloop 2, make from Deathloop 2, female Oharo that also comes with Etna and Canon Demon Flawn are going to be in the game along with Asagi, which I'm interested in because Asagi is going to be a thing. You know, this is Asagi. I love Asagi. Asagi is going to be in the game from the start, so I'm interested to know who's going to be the secret boss. Asagi has been the secret boss in almost every single game that I've actually beaten. She's been like breaking over the game until I started over again. No better fashion as in Sonomat and the World Eaters, where she literally was carried in by her fan club. But can't wait for these things to come out and other things. So my week did have that. Along with everything else, it has that. Next week, Hades Physical Coalition is coming out. Can't wait to download that. Can't wait to get that physically on thing, even though I already have it digitally. I want it physical because the physical copy is going to come with an art book called Gods on it and digital soundtrack. Excited for that. Don't know. The important thing is this video, hopefully, is running better. Next week is a mystery to me. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I will keep you guys updated with how things are going and hope that everything goes well. I hope this video is better, and I hope that everyone has a good weekend, and I hope going forward your week is better than mine. Until then,